Hello and welcome to today's broadcast. Today we are going to be talking about why we need to love ourselves unconditionally. And I promise you this is going to get into some fitness and nutrition concepts as well, but I want to touch on why it is so important that we have to take care of ourselves first in order for us to take care of others. So if you are new to joining us, welcome. My name is Diane. I am the creator of the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman online course and community. And this is the platform where we talk all things aging women and intermittent fasting. If you haven't subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are going to be changing some things up in the course of the next couple of months, and I want to make sure that you are connected with us when we upload new content or decide to go live here and have a discussion. And if you're joining us on Facebook, I ask that you hit that like button as well, and then just hit that little drop down arrow and set yourself up for default notifications so that you will be notified as well. So this is our time to come together for a community chat. I'm going to share a little bit about my thoughts on today's subject, and then I am going to open up the floor for a community discussion. So please take a minute to leave a comment in the comment section. If you are a graduate of one of our courses, we always love to know that you are here joining us for one of our live broadcasts. If you're registered for our June course, I also like to know that you are here tuning in with us as well. Or maybe if you want more information about our course, we always love sharing that also. So today's topic is really about learning how to love ourselves unconditionally. And I'm going to share with you why I think that is so important, especially in today's world. I always say that every woman really should have the opportunity to wake up every single day looking and feeling her best and living her most authentic life. And it's sort of like this body armor that I like to show up for myself with wearing every single day. Because if I make choices for myself that allow me to see myself in my best light and to feel my best self and know that I'm doing that at my own choice, right? The decisions that I'm making for me, then whatever happens to cross my path at any given time of my day, I'm going to be armed for that. And I believe we can either be armed for good or positive reactions and responses to life, or we can be armed on the defense, which could then lead us to negativity, or maybe doing something that's not super positive. And a lot of times when we're not unconditionally loving ourselves and we're not taking care of ourselves so that we're armed with that looking and feeling good every single day, then we can lash out at others, maybe unintentionally, because we're not consciously living in our happy place. We're in that defensive mode, or the world is so against me mode, or I just don't feel good mode, or you have no positivity or no excitement or no enthusiasm for what your future holds for you. And that can really lead us to a place where we make decisions that may not be in our best interest for the long haul and may not be in the best interest for those that we love or the people who we cross paths with in their long haul. So I think it's important that we learn, especially as women, and I think especially in this season that a lot of us women are going through, and that's the aging season, we really have to learn how to be selfish about how we care for ourselves so that we can reestablish a healthy relationship with who we know we are and who we want to be. And for me, as a health and fitness coach, that has always started with changing what we do in the course of our day that reacts to our body's chemistry. So if you are not treating yourself well nutritionally and you're not doing the things that you need to do in movement or through your physical activity that creates positivity for yourself, then it's really hard to get to that place where we train our mindset to think and do good, because we are just stuffing away instead of dealing with, or we're avoiding instead of healing, or we are putting ourselves in a position to further deepen maybe some of the things that we haven't learned to accept or overcome or maybe just walk away from. And those things tend to repeat themselves in the course of our life. And if we're not really noticing how that makes us feel because we're so numbed out, then it becomes really difficult for us to be empathetic or caring for or understanding of other people as well. And then that's where we end up finding ourselves in situations or societies or world events where ugliness is rearing its ugly head. I do believe it does start with us and how we love ourselves. And that's one of the big things that I really like to teach here in this community, because quite honestly, no one cares what jean size you wear or what the scale says when you step on it if what you present as far as who you are as a person and how you respond and react to other people is an ugly thing. No one's going to care to stop and ask. No one's going to care to stop and notice if the presence that you have when you walk into a room is not one that's healthy. I always lead with making sure that what we're doing in our mental and emotional life is what we focus on healing first, and then the body will trust you and follow. So mindset is always what I'm leading here with in this community, because there's no such thing as a perfect meal plan. There's no such thing as the perfect exercise plan. There's no such thing as the perfect macro count or the perfect calorie count or the perfect person. It all becomes accumulated in the choices that we make over time, and it starts with how it is we see ourselves and how it is that we're feeling every day before we start our day. That does start with making better nutritional choices and moving your body so you feel healthy and keeping that mind map that is constantly moving through the decision process that you have throughout your day as healthy as possible. And that doesn't mean that it has to start out in the most healthy place. That means that you have to recognize that you have the power and the opportunity to retrain your brain to think in a loving and healthy way. And when you step out into the world, or you step out into your day making choices that allow you to feel unconditionally loved by yourself, it is so much easier for us to generously share that love with others. So if you're feeling beat down, or you're feeling burnt out, or you're feeling exhausted and you don't know what to do to make yourself feel better, the best place to start is with you and within you. And what are you doing in the course of your day that is numbing away things that you don't want to deal with? And what is it that you can do to implement into your life so that you start to just bring some things to the surface, start feeling a little bit better about the life that you're living, start feeling a little bit better about the choices that you're making, and then see how that might spew out into the world. You have to start with loving you first. You have to start with recognizing that maybe some of the things that you're doing aren't the best way to show love to yourself, and then doing a little bit of research to figure out what you can do to create that change. For me, and for a lot of women in this community, it has been through the process of intermittent fasting. And I've always said here that what I did with intermittent fasting definitely healed some of the medical things that I was dealing with as I was going through this aging process. But the biggest healing opportunity that came for me when I started practicing this lifestyle, it was like 6 years ago now, was being comfortable in the state of emptiness and being comfortable with the feeling of hunger and being okay sitting in a space with myself and being completely empty and knowing that I was going to be okay and that I didn't need to keep numbing things away and that I didn't have to keep avoiding things, and that if I could just sit in comfort feeling empty, and if I could just sit in comfort knowing that I didn't have to numb things away and that my body was going to do the work that it needed to do, and if I could just learn how to unconditionally love myself, that everything else was going to be okay. And that came from just doing nothing for a big portion of my day and forcing myself to feel things that maybe I wasn't feeling because I was chemically numbed out by eating all day long, or just recognizing that I am a stronger force to be reckoned with than maybe I had been believing of myself before. And that does really come when you can let your body process in a chemical state. That is a normal way for your body to process things that go throughout your day without letting other things come in and control that process. So intermittent fasting is a lifestyle that will allow you to heal yourself on deeper levels than are just aesthetic. I know a lot of the women that have gone through our course have also expressed this type of healing as well. There's power that happens when you allow your body to control itself and you allow your body to have those feelings of discomfort and know that you're going to be okay. Doing the hard things sometimes does really help us uncover some of the things that maybe we let hold us back for fear of not knowing we could do it. And that is really what intermittent fasting is doing for a lot of us here. So yes, it's been used in spiritual healing, it's been used in medical healing, it's been used in weight loss, it's been used in so many aspects of so many different healing practices in life. So I want you to think about intermittent fasting as one of those things that's not just about losing that last 5 pounds, or it's not just about trying to find the perfect diet plan for you. I want you to think about different areas of your life where you feel like maybe just sitting with yourself in a state of emptiness might be a great opportunity for you to settle up some things that maybe you've been putting on the back burner, or letting your body heal in a state or in a place that maybe you hadn't thought it might need some healing before. And then see what else follows suit. If we heal ourselves emotionally and we heal ourselves mentally, your body comes along for the ride. It never fails us. So do the work on your head, do the work on your heart, and then see if maybe some of the things that you've been struggling with some of the aging processes that you're not happy with, or maybe even some of the physical ailments that you haven't been successful healing in the past, might just actually start healing when you move out of the way and let your heart and your head do the work for you. I know there are a lot of people who have reached out to me who are not feeling really great right now. I know we're feeling it a little bit in our family as well. And I always say that when you're in a place where you're not feeling 100%, the best thing that you can do is nothing, and just let your body have an opportunity to utilize its own resources in ways that maybe you haven't thought need to be utilized. And taking a break from some of the things that are stressing us out and some of the things that are making us feel uneasy and unsettled in a time where maybe you would do something else. And we know that numbing things away and shoving things down and avoiding things hasn't worked very well for us in the past. And bringing some things to the surface and letting your body just enjoy the process of doing nothing can be a really eye-opening and awakening type of experience if you haven't felt it before. You all know here in this community we do have a class starting on June the 6th. It's starting this Saturday. Registration closes on Friday. It will be the last course that we're offering this summer because I have some personal things that I am going to be doing in the month of July, as far as some changes that I'm going to be making in my lifestyle as well. And I always want to make sure that I give you guys 110% of me while you are in class with us, and I don't want to cheat anyone out of an experience. So I'm going to take a break in July while I do some things for myself and spend some time with my family. So please make sure if you've been on the fence, you jump in with us. It is not just about weight loss. The things that I teach you inside of our course is really about the whole woman and how it is that we can heal ourselves from the head and the heart, and then let the body do the work that it has been designed to do. So I'm excited to see everyone who's been joining us, who's already joined us in June and who will be joining us throughout this week for sure. And I know my midlife mindset shift course members, you understand what I am talking about. We do a lot of this work in our graduates course as well, and I'm super proud of all the work that you guys were doing. Oftentimes when we go into a weight loss type of situation, we always think it's just about pounds on the scale. And trust me, one of the things that I have loved about my time being a coach for women with health and fitness concerns being the primary focus, it's always the change in the woman that I see as far as her happiness or the delight in her face, or the lifestyle changes that she's making with some of the relationships she's having, or just how she's seeing and feeling herself in her own skin, which is always the biggest win and reward for me as a coach of women who are struggling with some things and think that it's a diet and fitness program that they need to get themselves over the hump and onto the other side. And it's really just a mindset shift change and a way that we look at ourselves in a different way where most of the magic and the healing occurs. And that's really what I like to focus on inside of our course. So I'm excited to see you guys jump in with us in June. Let me see who's here to join us here today. Jody is here. She's a proud graduate of our April 2020 course. And she is also one of our graduate members as well, doing great work for her life. Amy, good afternoon. I'm so happy to be here today. Was originally in the April 2017 class. Amy, haven't seen you in a while, girlfriend. It's always good to have you with us. Deb, hello. Happy Monday from sunny 75 Ohio. Girlfriend, you are definitely overdue for some sunny days over there in Ohio, so enjoy that today for sure. Teresa, 2018 grad. Renee, hello from Fargo, North Dakota, watching live. Thanks truly for the beautiful, honest, heartfelt message. Yeah, you're welcome, Renee. Always trying to play straight with you guys here in this community. Deb, 2017 grad. You want this sweatshirt? Okay, I got this from Costco. So if you have a Costco, they are currently in stock. I just bought it at ours this weekend. It's super, super comfy. Jody, yeah, you're doing great work, girlfriend. We always love having you here. Deb, this book is all about this. This book is all about this. You are the one. It looks like cute Blackson. Life-changing, interesting for listening for the second time. Awesome. Deb, I know you listen to a lot of books because I think you do it while you're working, so good for you. Sorry for all the comments, but you are so wise, Diane. So glad I can tune in to you anytime. Thanks, Deb, and we appreciate all your comments. So never apologize. That's why I come in here live with you guys, so that we can have a communication that's live and a two-way type of dialogue. So definitely comment away. I love it for sure. So we have over here on YouTube, Valerie, join Diane's class. She is awesome and will support you completely towards success. Valerie, I always appreciate that you give us that little plug. Thank you so much. Susie, was in the July 2017 and just completed May course to get back at it before my son's wedding this month. So happy to be back on board. Great job for you, girlfriend, and I'm excited for you and your son as far as getting married. And anytime you want to jump into our midlife mindset shift course, Susie, definitely feel free to reach out to me and I'll get you all set up. Anna, a March graduate. Katrina, April 2020 grad and an F3 grad. F3, for those of you who are also looking for a great course, is our fasting, feasting, fitness course. I call it the Trifecta to Aging Successfully. We do a lot of mindset shift work in that course as well, because a lot of us struggle with keeping up with an exercise program. And oftentimes it is because we are exercising for the wrong reasons, right? And we have been trained as a society, especially us women, to exercise away bad decisions from the past, when what we really should be doing is thinking about moving our body so that we can live our future. And so that's a lot of the work that we do inside of our F3 course, is really retraining our brain to think about exercise as a gift that we are allowed to participate in, as opposed to a punishment because of some things that we've done in the past. So that's a great course for anyone who's looking for that. Cheryl she's in our midlife mindset shift course. Love this subject. Thank you, Diane and Michael, for being here for us. Yeah, for sure, girlfriend. Vicky, March 2020 graduate and currently in the mindset shift course. Thumbs up to all. Aaron, I agree with all of this. Healing to the deepest level, emotions, mindset, physical. Yeah, for sure. You know, I think sometimes we just get in the rut of life and we go through the motions and we're feeling, or we should be feeling all these feelings, and we don't let ourselves feel them. And then next thing you know, we end up being these really disgruntled people moving through society. And I think, you know, not only are we cheating out the people who we spend the most time with and the people that we say we love out of getting the best of us, but first and foremost, we're cheating ourselves. We should wake up every single day planting our feet on the floor, grateful for a day to plant our feet on the floor, and for opportunities to interact and be around people and enjoy the presence of other people and make the most of the day that we have provided to us. And I think so many times we take those simple little things for granted because we're so used to waking up every single day feeling beat up and tired and like crap that we can't appreciate the simple little things of the joy and the gift of waking up, and how it is we interact with other people and how that affects other people. And we can't really appreciate those things until we think every day is a gift, and until we wake up feeling positive about our day. And that takes more than a meal plan to make those things happen. And that takes more than, counting calories or tracking how many hours you fast on an app. It takes a lot of internal work. And I don't think you can get to that internal work until you really feel good about you. And for us women, it starts with us seeing ourselves in a positive light, and then feeling a certain way about ourselves in a positive light. And that just takes some time and some willingness to feel the feels, for sure. And you guys are doing all that work in our courses, and I appreciate you so much. Vicky, March 2020 graduate and currently in the Mindset Shift course. Thumbs up to all. I think I read that one already. Cindy, I'm in the current Mindset course and the Declutter group, enjoying all the things I'm learning. Thanks, Diane, for sharing this information with us. Yeah, and for those of you who are in this month's Declutter course for the first time, make sure you see that in your library and that you can log in. And if you can't, just shoot me a message and I'll make sure that we get you guys set up for sure. And then let's see, Erin, I loved your May course. It changed a lot of things in my life for the best. Yeah, for sure, Erin, and you did all the work. So congratulations to you for showing up and going all in with us. Janine from Wisconsin, love hearing your inspirational messages. Thank you so much. And then Wendy, I'm here. I have the same sweater in peach for Mother's Day from my daughter. Thank you for everything that you do. Oh yes, the peach one is cute too. Glad your daughter picked that up for you for sure. It's super fun to wear. Anything else, Michael?
I think that's it.
Awesome. Okay, so just so you guys know, some things are going to be changing here in this setup. I think we're going to go live with our regular schedule probably through the next couple of weeks. And then, like I said, I'm personally going to be taking some downtime. I have some courses that I'm taking for myself, and I feel like I want to give myself the full opportunity to enjoy those, which is why we won't be having our regular course in June or in July here for our community. So please make sure that you jump in with us in June. Even if you don't want to take the course till July, I would say get it now so that it's there in your library when you're ready to start. And then I'm always available through email if anybody needs anything from me there as well. So I appreciate you guys. I'm always so appreciative that you're open to whatever conversation I feel on my heart that I need to talk about. I know there's just a lot of things going on right now that don't feel good for a lot of people. And I want to make sure that you guys have the power in your own decision-making process to do good for you, and make sure that you are not putting yourself in a place where you're going to come out of a bad situation worse off than you entered it. And sometimes there are things that make us feel like we have to sink in and avoid and numb ourselves to get out of it. And trust me, you do not have to do that. You can face difficult things, you can face emotional things, you can face mental things, and you just have to understand that doing hard things doesn't mean that that you have to give up what's good for you. And I think a lot of us are conditioned to do that, which is why we have to do the work. So show up for you, do the hard things, feel all the feels. Know that if you take care of you first, you can take care of others after you have your own tank full. Don't wait for other people to fill up your tank. You have the power and you have all the tools to do that for yourself. And then you can share that with others, and then you can receive from others as well. So keep that in the forefront of your mind as life is going on all around us, and know that we're always here for you as a community as well. So I will see you guys on Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will make sure that I keep you guys posted of all the changes that we're going to have going on in our community over the next couple of months via email and anytime I can here on this platform as well. I appreciate you guys. I love all you guys, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.